What's going on, guys? My name is Nicholas Merton here at Data Dash, and today is August 1st of 2017. So guys, as you all know, I love getting feedback in my comments about what coin I should cover next, and you guys have been asking for a lot of ICOs recently. Now, if you probably know, I'm not extremely optimistic on ICOs, but there's a reason I cover them. The reason is that because I'm not optimistic, I want to make sure you're approaching them in the safest way possible. Throughout all the darkness, there's a lot of bad coins out there. However, at the end of the tunnel, there's a light. And there are a few coins that actually make me relatively optimistic, or at least that I would give a chance to. And the one I'm covering today, which is CIVIC, is no exception. I'm relatively optimistic on CIVIC. I'm going to be talking about the technology behind it, what the concept of it is, generally speaking, so you can get an idea of it before you actually go out and put your money into it. So let's go ahead and jump into the numbers, guys, before we look at the concept. First off, the market cap is sitting around 60 million. We've been pretty much maintaining around that level since the ICO. It's been pretty steady. But nonetheless, it's holding in there, guys. It's holding most of this level. The volume, pretty decent. Definitely a few Bitcoin in volume, which is good. We see a circulating supply that is pretty much a little over 1/3 of the total supply that's set as of now. Hopefully that will remain the max supply because I like my limited quantity coins. You all know that. But yeah, nonetheless, the numbers look fine. Volume's pretty decent. Circulating supply isn't that bad. So let's go ahead, now that we've looked at all that, I know you guys are ready to look towards the concept. Let's go ahead and look at CIVIC's website. So what is CIVIC Identity Verification, which is the technology that's tied with CIVIC? It's secure and protect identities. I'm going to tell you what that means. There's a great video they have here. It's a nice visual infographic style video that really kind of helps demonstrate the technology. But basically speaking, whereas, let's say, for example, you're going traveling and you need to go to an airport, or you need to confirm something with the government, or the thousands of other organizations that need to verify your ID. Even, for example, Coinbase, for example, a company that's an exchange where you need to have a confirmed ID to know your customer, or KYC. This is a very important thing in a multitude of industries because verifying your identity is extremely important. However, much like many of these kind of industries that blockchain technology is taking on, it is monotonous, it is expensive, and it wastes a lot of time. So, what is CIVIC trying to do? Well, just like most things that are, most coins and technologies that are using blockchain technology, they're going out and trying to fix this with blockchain technology. So how are they doing it? Well, it's a decentralized network where you, as the individual, will have your ID, and people who use CIVIC's technology will be able to ask you simple questions. So, for example, very important information that would be secure. I'm trying to think of maybe your birthday or your full name, your birth location, things like that. Things that might be necessary, or maybe your credit score or things along that sort. It's all excessively encrypted and put onto your network. And basically speaking, as you continue to use CIVIC's technology and as more people, companies adopt it, as they ask questions and you answer them, it's all stored on your CIVIC ID, meaning that it's put onto the blockchain, completely encrypted and secure. And now, when you need to go to, let's say, for example, we went to the airport and we gave a certain set of information, it's plugged into our profile. So I can go to the government, and if that's all the information they need, what I gave to the airport, they've got it right there, quick and easy. They don't need to do their own background check. Everything is plugged in on the blockchain. And it's a really interesting concept. So here's a good example right here. They've got some really nice visuals. The website looks gorgeous, by the way, in a design and marketing aspect. But you've got all your information there, and you can use it as a means of transferring information to the different outlets that you're going through day-to-day life. And guys, I don't think a lot of people realize how immense this will be. How amazingly strong this is in the sense of saving time, money, and overall energy in the sense of ID verification. The one thing I will say is I hope that it's excessively encrypted, and it seems like they're pretty confident in the encryption of it. That being said, though, yes, so you got like your social security number, things like that. Very important information that you're transferring that you need encrypted, but you also need it quick. And that's the cool thing about blockchain technology is that on the blockchain it gets verified. You become more trustworthy as an individual as you're used by more people on the blockchain. So it's really interesting, guys. An interesting take on blockchain technology. And so far, everything's looking very optimistic on it. Now, A lot of you might be asking, look, the technology, again, great. The technology, Nick, is great. The question I'm asking is the Civic token worth anything? Well, what's it worth? Basically speaking, as adoption continues for the technology, the Civic token is used as a means of exchange. And as pretty much as the adoption continues going up, the token's value goes up, so long as they keep the supply relatively limited. So there's all kinds of cool security features, guys. They have fingerprint technology built in with I'm assuming smartphones that have fingerprint readers, and it is immensely powerful. This is the one thing I like too. There's a really good quote from USA Today. I read this when I was going through the website a few days ago. Civic became the first company to turn identity theft protection into truly warning you before the identity theft truck hits you. And there has never been something said that's more true in the sense of identity protection. There is so much identity protection that comes to save you when it's too late. And I think that blockchain technology could really take over this industry, guys. I think Civic's a great candidate. I think the money that's been put behind it proves that there's a market for this. That being said, though, guys, are there any negatives to this? Well, as always, guys, it's an ICO. It's a little risky. The valuation's only at $60 million, and the target market for this is much bigger than $60 million. It's a multi-billion dollar, I'd say $10 to $100 billion market in the sense of identity protection. And that's only continuing to grow as we go towards more of an era of hacks, of breaches, of necessary encryption on our information. So, guys, what's your opinion on Civic? I gotta tell you, I'm relatively optimistic on this one. It really just means it's just a matter of adoption. With all these coins, guys, we have to see adoption of the technology. However, nonetheless, it's there, guys. The concept is a proof of concept in the sense that it's ready for the market. I think people are waiting for this. They're waiting to start using this at massive institutions like airports, governments. When you need to shop for big purchases and stuff like that, they need a lot of identity verification. But definitely, I recommend go checking out the website, checking out the video, and it is really looking like an optimistic coin, guys. So, anyways, love to hear what you guys think in the comments below. You guys got a coin you want me to cover? Feel free to let me know, and I'll be happy to do a video on it. Anyways, guys, that's it for the video. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video. Stay tuned.